So today, with it being such a beautiful day and the kids not having their online learning, we decided we'd go out for a little bit of fun. So one of our favorite things to do when we have a little time is to go out herping. And what that is going out looking for reptiles like snakes and lizards and turtles. And today we're near Whitewater Wildlife Management Area in Olmsted County. We're going to see what kind of fun animals we can find. Okay. So we have our first snake of the year here. It's a little eastern garter snake. We can tell this one apart from the Great Plains garter snakes that we have in Minnesota by the scales. Can we zoom in there? If we look at that yellow stripe on the bottom by the belly, it's on the second and third row of scales from the big flat belly scales, and then we count up from there 2, 3, 4. And this is on row 2 and 3. If it was a Great Plains garter snake, it would be on row 3 and 4. And it's only about 54 degrees today, so this guy's out when it's a little brisk, but with the sun hitting right here, he said it was warmer than his little hole under the ground, so he wanted to come out. Oh, he's tongue flicking, smelling a little bit, seeing what's going on. We're just going to go ahead and release him here, right where we found him here. Oh, nice.
Try to grab it by its head, Journey.
Oh, that one's beautiful. Look at how bright that one is.
Oh.
Careful, gentle with him.
Try to grab from behind his
Slow and gentle. He might try to. Oh, did he? Careful. Wow, this is the prettiest one yet. Look at that. He peed on. That's musk. That's a stinky musk they put out, and that makes other animals not want to eat. Oh, he's gonna try to eat my finger or your finger. Ooh, he's feisty. All right, back up for a second. All right, look at this. We have red-sided garter snakes here in Minnesota. It's a kind of eastern garter snake, but this one's got, you see, it's got that beautiful red, and that'll tell other animals might think twice about eating if they flash that kind of the red scales in there. And he was gonna eat me for a second there. This one's a little feistier. He didn't bite, but he thought about it. Just more showing us that he could be feisty. What a beautiful snake. That's the prettiest one of the day. All right, you wanna let him go? Or Journey, you caught him, do you wanna let him go? Take him gently. Just hold there. Don't hold him by the head. When you grab by the head, just hold him gentle in the middle. All right, put him right back here in the grass where you found him. Okay. Step to the side so Mom can get video. Other side.
Bye-bye.
All right, and another one. Not even 5 feet away, we found our third snake of the year, and this one's a little red belly snake. We can tell that if you look at that bright red belly, that's where the name comes from. This is one of our Minnesota favorites. This one's a young adult. When these were born, they're about the size of a toothpick. They're just so tiny. And they can get up to about twice as long as this one on a big one. They're an animal that mostly we find these underneath covers. Not too often we see them out hunting. Usually we find these by flipping over rocks or logs. A beautiful little snake. All right, we're gonna tuck this one away as well, right where we found it. Let it crawl back into its hole. Zoom in. In a minute. All right, so just a few feet away, there's another one. This is a bigger one. This is about as big as a boy would get, or it might be a younger girl. And this one, if we look at it, it doesn't have that little bit of red flecking on the sides like that last one. Smelling is checking things out. So there is probably a little den site somewhere in this hillside where these guys spend the winter. They kind of crawl down in caverns under the ground, little holes, and they're just coming out and starting their first hunting of the year on this nice warm day. They might be looking for little mice, or closer to the water, they'd be hunting some little frogs. All right, we'll let this one go as well.
Hey, Mom, look.
What'd you find?
I found some acorns, pine cones from Foster, and we can put peanut butter in them.
Perfect.
And then he can play with them, and I found a bunch.
All right. Look at that, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, guys, did it pee on you?
It did pee on me. All right, so we have a beautiful little ringneck snake here. And oh, this is a gorgeous one. I'll bring it a little closer here. We can zoom in. If you look at right behind the head, they've got that beautiful orange ring there. That's what gives them their name. And these are a snake we usually find flipping rocks All right, oh, if you look at the tail there, see they've got a bright orange on the belly. Then on the tail it gets even more brighter red color. What this snake will do is it'll curl that, if something scares it, it'll curl that little tail up into a little red circle. There it goes, a little bit. And it's red like a stop sign. It says, "Stay back, I'm poisonous, don't eat me." And this is a pretty feisty little snake. These eat all kinds of other snakes. They eat little baby red-bellied snakes and brown snakes. Mostly though, these feed on worms. I've seen them about twice this big with our ringneck snakes here in Minnesota. Down south out by Texas where they've got them 3 or 4 times this big. They've got some great big ones down there. Right here where the opening is.
Can you get it, Journey? Kayla's got 2.
I'm scared. I don't want to touch
Oh, there's another one right there.
Get it. I got 2 now.
There must be.
There's a couple.
Garter snakes in.
There's so many.
Emma's like, wow. Okay, garter snakes everywhere.
How many you got, Kayla? How many you got, Kayla? 2? Your dad's got a couple? Oh my goodness, look at your dad.
I caught them both. Ooh, that's a heap of snakes. Let's bring them over here in the light and take a look.
4, 5, 6, 7. Jackpot!
How many?
That is a lot of, I've got 5, I think.
Kayla's got 2.
7. That's the most garter snakes I've seen in one place in a while.
Dad, I know exactly where
Should we
to
make you
let them.
Medusa? No, they're stinky. Your hair will smell for a week.
Dad, I know the exact place to let him go. Come
Yeah,
here.
bring that here. Let's
This
take a
is their
picture of all of
den.
them
They
together.
gotta go back in their same spot.
No, I can't. I have the best one
Ooh, that's
ever.
pretty cool. Oh, hold that one a little bit more by the body, not by the tail as much.
I want to hold it.
Let's bring them over here. Let's take a picture of our handful of snakes. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Garter snake party. Ooh, look at them go. Watch your step. Everybody steps so slow and gentle now, so we don't.
This one's just hanging out. He likes
He's still a little cold. We'll put him over here under. So there is. Let's watch where we step. So careful, girls. So evidently there's a den site somewhere near here. This is a place I like to come each spring to look for those red belly snakes and garters and sometimes ringneck snakes, and that's pretty cool. We found that many in one spot. There must be a crevice somewhere underneath the ground where these guys are coming out from the daytime to warm up and then head back there in the evening.
So when we're done catching garter snakes, our dad makes us come down to the river and wash our hands with some sand to get all of the stinky, all their stinky pee off of our hands.